channel. Today's video is all about contouring. So we're going to be talking about the products, the brushes, the techniques to use, and also we're going to talk about what not to use and common mistakes that people use when they contour. So thanks for watching. We hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Alright, so we've already put our foundation on and we set it with the powder. It's really important if you're using a liquid foundation to set your makeup with the powder, or else when you try to go with the powder contour, it's going to look really splotchy.
It won't blend very well at all.
Yeah, so make sure you set your liquid foundation with the powder. And then we're going to be using the contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is really nice because it comes with 3 different shades to choose from for the contouring, and then you've got some highlighting shades up here, but use whatever you would like.
Alright, I'm going to use this one for the cheekbone area. It's just a little flat little tiny one. It came in my Hoola Benefit Bronzer, but any brush that is small so that you can kind of really carve out those areas would work just fine.
They also make some sculpting contour brushes which are fluffy and flat, and if you don't have one of these, you can also use a fluffy brush like this and just pinch it like that, and that also works really good.
Okay, so I'm going to mix the middle shade with the orange shade because this is kind of it's kind of grayish. It makes it look more like a natural shadow, but I want a little bit more warmth to it, so I'm going to kind of mix these two together. So for our cheekbones, the kind of rule of thumb is to go from the top of the ear to the corner of the mouth. Mm-hmm. That's where your line is going to be. So we got the product on our brush, and you want to start it up here and kind of get most of your product about halfway. Don't ever bring it down to the corner of your mouth right away, because it could look kind of drag.
Unless you're going for that.
Yeah. So just wiggle it, and then once you kind of have the majority of the product on it, you can start swooping it down and start blending it out. And for my face, I've got, I don't know, some people tell me I have a heart face, some people tell me I have an oval face, but my forehead is really wide, so I always take it up here too.
I've got more of an oval face, so I put mine on the forehead, and then I kind of go down to my temples a little bit, and then I also put it under my chin area a little bit, just to make my jawline look a little more defined. And try to get close into your hairline and blend it back into your hairline so it looks like a natural shadow and not like you have some dark powder just chilling on your forehead.
Alright, so when you're contouring, if you have certain areas of your face where you feel like, for example, I feel like I don't feel like I have a large forehead. I do have a large forehead. But my forehead comes out really wide, so that's the whole point of putting it in this area right here, because it kind of gives it kind of tricks the eye into thinking that your face is shaped differently than what it really is. Mm-hmm. That's why in magazines and those models with like amazing profile shots, they have a lot of jaw contouring going on to kind of sharpen it out and make it look more defined. I'm just going to take this, it's a clean brush, just to kind of blend in my contour a little bit better.
So you could stop there if you want to, but you could also, another trick is you could take a really small brush, just a fluffy brush, and you can take really light product, dust off a lot, and you can go down the sides of the nose, and this will give you a narrow nose, but make sure you blend it out really well.
It can look very muddy very easily.
Yes. And make sure you blend it all the way up to your eyebrow too.
I'm going to take this, it's an eyeshadow brush, but it's really stiff, so it won't get too messy. You can kind of get really precise with it.
This is a trick that a lot of celebrities use, and the tabloids always say that they've had nose jobs or some work done on their face, but usually it's just really good contouring. And make sure that you blend this out really well. You can also put some right here under your bottom lip, and it'll make your bottom lip look poutier and stick out a little bit more.
And when you blend out the contour on your nose, blend it outwards rather than kind of how you would blend anything else. You don't want to blend it, you don't want to bring it more towards the center. Just kind of either go up and down with it or bring it down the sides of your nose.
And another really important thing is when you are picking a product to use for contouring, don't use a bronzer, because a majority of bronzers have glitter specks in it, and that defeats the whole purpose, because all that will do is will draw attention to your contour, and that's pretty much the opposite of what you're trying to do. So make sure that the product has no shimmer, no glitter, and is totally matte.
Alright, so now we're going to highlight. I'm going to take, this is a Sigma F35. I love this highlighting brush. It's nice and pointy and it gets right up in here. So I'm going to take the banana shade, that middle light shade in the palette. And we're just going to highlight this whole area right here. So down from the corner of the eye, down here, and up to the cheekbone. That's where you're going to put it.
And to make the contour a little more precise, I'm going to go in with this pinky shade over here and mix it with a little bit of the banana powder. And I'm going to go right underneath my contour down here. Go in with the lighter shade, and you could put it down the center of the nose also.
And don't blend that out. When you put the highlight down the middle of your nose, you just want to keep it down the center of your nose. Don't blend it out, because then it pretty much defeats the whole purpose of the contour that you did.
And then I'm going to take that shimmery shade, but you can use any shimmery highlighter, and I'm going to take a fan brush and dip it in, and then I'm going to put this on the top of my cheekbones right here. And I'm also going to put that shimmery color just down the center of the nose. And then sometimes I put a little bit like on top of my eyebrows. Just wherever light would naturally hit you, that's where I tend to put my highlighter, just to make it a little more emphasized.
Alright, so now we're just going to throw some blush on top of it.
And then I always go back in with a fluffy brush with nothing on it and just kind of make sure everything is all blended nice together. And if you feel like in the blending process you've lost some of your contour, don't hesitate to go back in and just put a little bit more. Just make sure that you blend it out so you don't leave yourself with this dark line.
Alright, so this is the finished look right here. As you can see, it just kind of gives the face more definition. If you really want an intense contour and highlight, then I would suggest going in with creams, and we could do a video on that if anybody wants it.
Another thing you can do is if you can't find a good product that you like for contouring, you could always use a face powder. Just get one a few shades darker than what you would naturally wear, and that actually is a perfect contour for you.
That's actually better almost than a lot of contour shades that you can find, because they're really natural. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching our video. Let us know if you like it or if you want to see any more videos like this. We're probably going to do like a series of short videos like this on little tutorials. Like we're probably going to do an eyeliner tutorial, eyebrow tutorial. We'll probably do a cream contour and highlight just to do it. And I think we should do like color correction,
Yes, that would be a good
like
one.
with greens and purples and all that, to cover up like a lot of redness and under eye circle
Circles.
tiredness.
Yep.
So let us know if there are any particular videos that you guys want to see. And thank you so much for watching our videos. Comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye guys. We hope you learned something from this video. Watching, we really appreciate it. Redo.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We really enjoyed making this video for you guys.